The converse of basic proportionality theorem. If a line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. So it is the converse of basic proportionality theorem. Before the theorem, what will be taken? The given is DE is parallel to BC. Then we have to prove that AD by DB equal to AA by EC. That one we proved. But here reversely given, divides the line into same ratio. That means AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Then the line is parallel to the third side. So now we have to show that DE is parallel to BC. So for showing that one, now first we are drawing the diagram. So A, B, C. Dividing AB and AC lines in the same ratio, AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Now the given is in triangle ABC, a line divides two sides of the triangle in a same ratio. So AD by DB equal to AE by EC. That is given. Now we have to prove. So the line is parallel to the third side. So the RTP is DE is parallel to BC. That one we have to prove. DE is parallel to BC. So for that proving purpose, we have to take a construction. So for before that construction, in that proof, if we observed, we feel DE is not parallel to BC. DE is not parallel to BC. So we will take a parallel line to BC is we feeling as DE dash. That one we filled. So we feel DE is not parallel BC. So we constructed here, draw DE dash parallel to BC. We taken DE dash is parallel to BC. So by basic proportionality theorem, we know that AD by DB, so that is the parallel line, means the dividing ratio of that points is equal. So AD by DB equal to AE dash by E dash C. AE dash by E dash C. But by given, what we know? But by given AD by DB equal to AE by EC, that one we know. So by taking of that AD by DB equal to AE dash by E dash C and AD by DB equal to AE by EC, from the both equations now we can conclude that RHS is equal. Why? Because LHS is equal. So from equations 1 and 2, AE dash by E dash C equal to AE by EC. So now here we have to prove that E and E dash are with the same points, both are same points, then that answer is over. So that purpose, for this both fractions to adding 1, on both sides. So AE dash by E dash C plus 1 equal to AE by EC plus 1. So now here 1 means that is nothing but 1 by 1. So here we can take E dash C as LCM. So if E dash C taking as LCM, now here it is AE dash only and plus 1 into E dash C, E dash C. We can write E dash C. Now AE dash plus E dash C, that means it is nothing but the total side AC. So AC by E dash C. Now this RHS side also, if we observe AE by EC plus 1, so here also we taking EC as LCM. So now EC LCM taken means now in the numerator we will take as AE plus, now 1 into EC is nothing but EC. So now here this AE to EC we joined, that is nothing but the total length of the AC side. So that is also here AC by EC. Now if we observe both fractions to AC by E dash C, AC by EC, both numerators are equal. That means if we cancel that one, 1 by E dash C equal to 1 by EC. Now if we are writing the reciprocals of these two fractions, that is nothing but E dash C equal to EC. So here E dash C and EC, both sides lengths are equal. When the both sides lengths are equal, when the points equal, then the sides lengths also equal. So E and E dash are the same points. So both are same points means we said DE dash is parallel to BC. That means DE is also parallel to BC. Why? Because E dash and E are the same points. Given a problem in triangle PQR, E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR respectively. For each of the following, state whether EF is parallel to QR or not. That is given. So if we observe the diagram PQR, so the triangle PQR to E and F are 2 points on PQ and PR. So on PQE point there, on PRF point there. So the 2 points to joining. Now that EF is parallel to QR are not asked. That means it is by basic proportionality theorem we have to prove. So here given PE length 3.9 centimeters, EQ length 3 centimeters, PF length 3.6 centimeters and FR length 2.4 centimeters given. Now here this one we prove by converse of basic proportionality theorem. That means the dividing points are in the equal ratio, then the line EF is parallel to QR. So by converse of basic proportionality theorem, we checking PE by EQ equal to PF by FR. By that one we checking 3.9 by 3 equal to PF value 3.6 by FR value 2.4. So 3 1.3 ja. So 2.4 3.6 means both will be gone in 6 table. So 6 ja 6 4 ja, that means it is nothing but 3 by 2. 1.3 means 13 by 10. So 13 by 10 and 3.2 both are not equal. So here we can conclude that EF is not parallel to QR. EF is not parallel to QR. And here given another problem, PE equal to 4 centimeters, QE equal to 4.5 centimeters, PF equal to 8 centimeters and RF equal to 9 centimeters in the triangle PQR. Then EF is parallel to QR or not, that one they are asked. So here also we checking the ratio of PE by QE. So the PE is 4 and QE is 4.5. So point removed means in that numerator we can take 0. So 40 by 45. So both will be go in 5 table. So 5 8 ja 5 9 ja, that is 8 by 9. And next the sides ratio PF by FR. So PF by FR, PF length is 8 and the FR length is 9. So here PE by QE ratio is equal to PF by FR. So both sides ratio is equal. So now we can conclude that by converse of basic proportionality theorem, the side EF is parallel to QR. Side EF is parallel to QR. In the following figure, DE parallel BC given. Now we have to find some sides. So in this diagram find EC length asked. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel BC given. That means here in this case we have to use basic proportionality theorem. So by basic proportionality theorem, we can write AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So which is the parallel line? That parallel line is divide the remaining two sides in a equal ratio. So AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Now AD is given 1.5 and DB length is given as 3 and AE length 1, EC length we have to calculate. So by cross multiplication 1.5 into EC equal to 1 into 3. Now we have to find 1.5. So that multiplication 1.5 transferred means that is division. So 1 3 is 3. 3 by 1.5. Point removed means in the numerator 0 we have a chance to take. So 15 1 ja, 15 2 ja. So therefore EC length is nothing but 2 units. Okay. Now in the second figure we have to find AD and here also given DE parallel to BC. So here also we apply basic proportionality theorem. By basic proportionality theorem we can write that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now here AD value we don't know, so that is X we feeling, and DB equal to 7.2 and AE equal to 1.8, EC equal to 5.4. Now by cross this division 7.2 transfer that side, that is nothing but multiplication. So 1.8 into 7.2 by 5.4. So point same one cancelled. Now both the values will be go in 9 table. So 9 8 ja 9 6 ja. Now 6 18 will be cancelled. So 6.3 is 1.8. 0.3 into 8, that is nothing but 2.4. So X means that is AD value. So AD is equal to 2.4 units. So in this model, if any value of in a triangle by basic proportionality theorem not given, then we can find the side. Here given a problem in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. AD equal to X, DB equal to X minus 2, AE equal to X plus 2 and EC equal to X minus 1. Then find the value of X. So in this the sides AB length, DB length, AE length, EC length given, we have to find X value. So if we observe the diagram, the triangle ABC to DE line is parallel to BC, that is given. So given in triangle ABC, DE parallel BC. So in a triangle, on the two sides to taking 2 points, and the 2 points to joining line is the third side to parallel. Then the two sides are dividing into equal ratio. Already we studied in basic proportionality theorem. So by basic proportionality theorem, we can write AD by DB equal to AE by EC. AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So now the AD value is given here as X and DB value as X minus 2 and AE value X plus 2 and AC value x minus 1. Now substituting these values after, now cross multiplication doing, that is x into x minus 1 equal to x plus 2 into x minus 2. Here x multiplied with x minus 1, that is x square minus x, and x plus 2 into x minus 2 means that is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. So here a is nothing but x, b is nothing but 2. That means x square minus 2 square. X whole square means x square only. 2 square equal to 4. X square minus x equal to x square minus 4. Now this plus x square transfer to this side minus x square. X square minus x square equal to 0. That means both will be cancelled. Minus x equal to minus 4. Now both this minus x means it is nothing but minus 1 into x. So this minus 1 into that one transferred here means that is division. So minus 4 by minus 1, that means minus minus gets cancelled. So x equal to 4. Therefore the value of x is nothing but 4 here. Okay. Now the next problem saying in triangle PQR, ST is a line such that PS by SQ equal to PT by T are given, and also angle TSP equal to angle PRQ. Then prove that triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. So here we have to prove triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means in a triangle any two sides are equal, then the triangle is called isosceles triangle. So for proving isosceles triangle, we have to first what is given that will be taking. So in triangle PQR, PS by SQ equal to PT by TR. That means in a triangle on the two sides, 2 points there, that 2 points dividing these two sides in equal ratio, PS by SQ equal to PT by TR. Then the two lines, that means the joining point to drawn line segment and the remaining third side, both are parallel lines by the converse of basic proportionality theorem. So by converse of basic proportionality theorem, we can say that ST is parallel to QR. ST is parallel to QR. That means these two are parallel lines. So if these ST and QR as lines we taking, then this PQ is called transversal. In this transversal, angle S and angle Q both are called as corresponding angles. In the corresponding angles are equal. So that will be writing angle PST equal to angle PQR, since corresponding angles and here already our two given angle TSP equal to angle PRQ, that is taking given angle PST equal to angle PRQ. Now these two angles equal one will be taking as equation 1 and equation 2. Now LHS of the two angles, observe angle PST only there. That means RHS of the angles, angle PQR and angle PRQ are equal. So from equation 1 and 2, angle PRQ equal to angle PQR. So now angle Q is equal to angle R. So in a triangle, any two angles equal, their opposite sides are also equal, then that is a isosceles triangle. That means angle PRQ, so its opposite side is PQ, and angle PQR, its opposite side for angle Q is PR. So PQ equal to PR. So two sides equal in triangle PQR. Therefore triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Okay.